Think Bugatti rules the mega-speed hypercar roost? Hold my beer, says this 310 plus mile/hour Swede. Meet the 2024 Koenigsegg CC850, built to celebrate the Swedish hypercar maker's 20th anniversary. Koenigs? Who? That's okay, because unless you're an inveterate gearhead, spend inordinate amounts of time digesting hypercars on Instagram, or hang out with the sort of people who think nothing of splashing several $1,000,000 on a Ferrari Daytona SP3 or a Lamborghini Nissan FKP37 or anything Horacio Pagani makes, and there's a good chance you may never have heard of Koenigsegg. After all, in 20 years, the company has built just 250 cars. Koenigsegg's greatest hits include the 806 horsepower CCR, which in 2005 beat the McLaren F1's production car speed record, the 1017 horsepower CCXR that in 2007 outpowered the Bugatti Veyron, and the 1341 horsepower Agera 1:1, so called because its 1360 metric horsepower propelled a car weighing just 1360 kilograms for a weight-to-power ratio of 1:1. And then there's the Jesko, which we drove recently. You get a mind-blowing 1,600 horsepower and 1,106 pounds-to-foot of torque from Koenigsegg's own screaming twin-turbo, flat plane crank, dry-sumped 5.1-liter V8 running on E85 fuel. And all that grunt drives only the rear wheels through an in-house engineered, innovative 9-speed transmission that serves as both a manual gearbox and an automatic. Koenigsegg says the speed-focused, low-drag Jesko Absolute version will be the fastest car it has ever built, with a top speed north of 310 miles per hour. The B-winged Jesko Attack model will be a road-legal, high-downforce track rat. Yes, but what about the CC850? The CC850, which, like the Jeskos, will be fully homologated for sale in the EU market, is a loving homage to the 2002 Koenigsegg CC8S, a car that company founder Christian von Koenigsegg labored 8 years to create and was the first Koenigsegg to be sold. The CC850's clean and simple forms echo those sketched on paper and then honed in clay more than 20 years ago by von Koenigsegg himself, though not a single nut or bolt is shared with the original car. The CC850 is state of the Koenigsegg art, built using hardware from the Jesko. It includes the 5.0-liter Koenigsegg V8, though it's fitted with smaller turbochargers than in the Jesko, which means it produces slightly less power and torque, 1,385 horsepower. In case you wonder, the original CC8S, hyped as having the most powerful production engine in the world at the time, made a mere 655 horsepower. This is the first Koenigsegg that has not been designed to break a record, Christian von Koenigsegg says. It's not that Koenigsegg is going soft, he insists. It's just that he figures almost 1,400 horsepower and more than 1,000 pounds-to-foot of torque is probably entertaining enough in any rear-drive car with a manual transmission. That's right, the CC850 has a stick shift, but it's a stick shift unlike any other. Look inside the cockpit, and you'll spot a shifter standing proud and a classic slotted metal gate that arches upward from the center console. There's a clutch pedal in the footwell, but neither is physically connected to the 9-speed Koenigsegg light-speed transmission at the rear of the car. It's the world's first stick shift-by-wire setup. Using the stick allows you to select 6 of the LST transmission's 9 ratios, which 6 of the 9 you can select is determined by whether the car is in track or road drive mode. And when you get bored with shifting, you can flick the stick all the way across to the right, tug it back, and switch the transmission to operate in automatic mode, in which it shifts by itself between all 9 speeds. It's slightly mad and utterly ingenious. The LST transmission means that, as in the Jesko, there's no clutch or flywheel on the end of the V8's flat plane crank. It might not have the Jesko's ultimate power, but the CC850 still boasts the same stunning throttle response. Von Koenigsegg says the engine builds revs faster than even the free-spinning 4.0-liter V12s in Gordon Murray's T.50 and T.33 hypercars. Using the Jesko platform means the CC850 is 1.6 inches longer in wheelbase than the original CC8S. The overall width is the same, but the new car is slightly taller overall, so the basic proportions are similar. The multi-link front and rear suspension has the same layout as the Jesko Absolute and includes the so-called triplex damper that links the tops of the rear control arms to reduce squat under hard acceleration. In terms of suspension tune, the CC850's setup is between that of the track-oriented Jesko Attack and the go-fast Jesko Absolute. It's that sweet spot in the middle where it's very, very capable on the track but just not as hard and extreme as the Attack, but it's firmer than the Absolute, von Koenigsegg says. The CC850 rolls on forged aluminum wheels wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, size 265/35 or 20 at the front and 325/30 or 21 at the rear. The 2024 Koenigsegg CC850 will feature all the usual Koenigsegg amenities, including the signature dihedral synchro helix hinged power doors, plus a power hood and engine cover. A 9.0-inch touchscreen controls the infotainment and various other systems, including the climate control, audio, navigation, Bluetooth connectivity, Apple CarPlay, custom lighting, and electric controls for the mirrors, doors, seats, windows, and seat heating. In a nod to the past, the CC850 also features old-school analog instruments in addition to the old-school exposed shifter mechanism. Koenigsegg will build only 50 CC850s, though that's not the only reason for the final 2 digits in its name. The car also celebrates Christian von Koenigsegg's 50th birthday this year. Most of these cars have already been snapped up by enthusiastic Koenigsegg owners despite the approximately $3.1 million price tag. It's such an emotional car because it harks back to the first Koenigsegg ever, von Koenigsegg says of the CC850. We've done it in an analog yet very forward-looking way. I hope, in this video, you get to know more about the latest unique gadgets on the market. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon as we upload gadgets videos on our channel. Thanks for watching. We will see you guys in the next video.